We navigate our days assuming reality operates on a strict set of fixed rules. Time moves in one direction. Dead things stay dead. The physical laws governing our universe are locked in place, providing an orderly framework for everything we observe. But as our telescopes look further into the cosmic dawn and our microscopes peer deeper into our own cells, we are finding data points that refuse to fit. We are detecting glitches in the exact code of reality. We have observed dead stars in deep space that detonate, cool down, and then spontaneously explode 14 more times. We have extracted cells from dead organisms that actively rebuilt themselves into entirely new life forms. We sequenced modern human DNA and found genetic code belonging to a phantom species that vanished without leaving a single bone behind. These observations defy the scientific frameworks we teach in schools. They reveal that the rulebook we use to understand the universe is incomplete, and we have to start rewriting it. Biology operates on what appears to be a strict binary. An organism is either alive or dead. Once the heart stops, cells power down and the process of decay moves in a permanent one-way direction. In late 2024, biologists challenged that binary by documenting a third state of existence. When scientists extracted skin cells from deceased frog embryos, the cells reorganized themselves into active structures, clumping together to form pulsing, multicellular life forms. These new microorganisms, called xenobots and anthrobots, developed abilities the original frogs or humans never possessed. They used tiny hairs to navigate their environment, and researchers observed human cells repairing damaged tissue placed near them. We see a similar defiance of the biological clock in the ocean. This is the Turritopsis dohrnii, widely known as the immortal jellyfish. When a normal animal gets old or faces starvation, it dies. When this specific jellyfish experiences severe physical injury or stress, its cells rewrite their own gene expression. It absorbs its tentacles, sinks to the ocean floor as a blob of tissue, and ages backward into an infant polyp to start over again. Finding organisms that can reverse their age or cells that can build new life from the remains of the dead means our definition of biological death is too simple. The end of a life cycle might just be a trigger for cells to rewrite their own instructions. If biology is challenging our understanding of time and decay, astrophysics is struggling to explain how dead stars behave. According to stellar mechanics, a supernova is a final event. A massive star blows up, leaving behind a black hole or a neutron star, and the show is over. Then, astronomers spotted a luminous fast blue optical transient, nicknamed the Tasmanian Devil. Take a look at this graph plotting the object's brightness over a period of 4 months. You can see the initial massive explosion on the left, but as you follow the timeline, the dead star detonates again, reaching supernova-level brightness 14 separate times. Astrophysicists lack a proven mechanism for how a star can repeatedly generate that much energy. Current hypotheses suggest a fast-spinning magnetar or an actively feeding black hole might be crashing into the dead star's outer shell as it falls inward. But the precise trigger for these violent, repetitive flashes remains entirely theoretical. These anomalies also occur at the subatomic level. In 2021, an observatory in Utah detected an ultra-high-energy cosmic ray packing 240 exa-electron volts. Dubbed the Amaterasu particle, it hit Earth with an energy level so extreme that it defies the theoretical limits of what can be produced by a cosmic particle accelerator. What makes the particle truly baffling is where it came from. When researchers traced its trajectory, it pointed directly to the local void. This is a massive, dark, spherical region of space bordering our Milky Way that is almost completely empty. There are no active galaxies or supermassive black holes in that direction capable of firing such a particle. We are receiving supernova-level flashes that repeat like clockwork and recording extreme radiation fired from dead zones. The mechanics of the cosmos are clearly operating outside of our current equations. You might assume that while deep space and microscopic biology are full of mysteries, the environment we understand best is our own bodies and our own planet. But the anomalies are here too. When computational biologists recently analyzed the genomes of modern human populations, they found distinct segments of DNA that do not belong to Homo sapiens, Neanderthals, or any known ancestor. They represent a ghost hominin, a completely unknown species that interbred with our ancestors so extensively that up to 19% of genetic ancestry in certain populations traces back to them. We have zero physical evidence of this species. No fossil skulls, no cave paintings, no stone tools. Entire branches of our family tree exist exclusively as phantom code inside our living cells. We find a similar physical gap deep underground. Seismologists using earthquake waves to map the Earth's interior discovered two colossal structures resting right on top of our planet's molten core. They are called large, low-shear velocity provinces, or simply the blobs. The anomaly is that these structures are significantly denser than the surrounding rock and possess a completely different chemical signature. They are so massive that if you pulled one to the surface, it would be roughly 100 times taller than Mount Everest. A leading hypothesis is that these structures are the fossilized remains of Theia, a Mars-sized planet that crashed into Earth 4.5 billion years ago. While the surface debris formed our moon, the core of that alien world sank into our own mantle. We walk around carrying the genetic markers of a ghost species we've never seen, walking on top of the shattered remains of an alien world buried deep beneath our feet. It is easy to view these anomalies as frustrating errors that ruin perfectly good models. But scientific contradictions are highly valuable. They act as the stress fractures in our current understanding, showing us exactly where the old assumptions need to break so new ideas can take their place. Every major leap forward in human knowledge began with a strange observation that refused to fit the accepted math. We abandoned outdated theories precisely because of glitches like these. The universe is not a finished textbook. It is a massive, active machine, and we have only just begun to map its true boundaries. Our most incredible discoveries are still out there, waiting in the dark, ready to break the rules all over again.